What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another post-game recap as the Lakers dropped the ball yet again on another big game, man. This time to the Houston Rockets, who didn't have a single seven-footer, 121 to 111. Ridiculous. Where do I start? Where do I start with this team, man? We continue to turn the ball over all four quarters. It's ridiculous. Anytime we get momentum, we go on a little run. Turnovers, missed free throws. Oh, I'm getting frustrated. It is frustrating, guys. Um, First of all, we didn't even exploit the mismatches all night, man. We went soft in the paint. We let them get in their zone. We let them switch. We didn't move the ball properly. We weren't smart. We didn't play pick and roll between LeBron and AD. It's getting really stupid at this point. We continue to lose these simple games. All we have to do is just hand the ball over to AD, post them up, let them back pound the ball inside. Stop facing up, stop fading away, stop settling for threes. Pound the ball inside. If they double, move the rock, find the open man, hit the open jump shot. If they don't double, then just even if they double, just go over the top. This is the days when we miss guys like Shaq and Kobe because these guys knew how to exploit mismatches. Right now, at this time, I don't see many high basketball IQ plays from our two superstars. Like LeBron James had 15 assists, all that's nice and all that good stuff. But seriously, he could have been taking it to the hole all night long. What do you have? Well, what do you end up with as far as points goes? And again, not single-handing anybody out here, singling anybody out. But let's be real, man. We let Russell Westbrook get 41 points, and none of our stars had 40. Anthony Davis did okay with 32, but he should have had 50 tonight. LeBron James, 18 points, 15 assists, 9 rebounds. Sure, your triple-double is there, but you don't get the victory, man. We need a 30-point night from LeBron, especially tonight. These little dudes shouldn't be able to guard him. Man, if that was Shaq in the paint, Shaq would have had an 80-point game tonight, man, on these little 6'5" guards. Barbecue chicken alert. If there was Kobe out there, man, he would have exploited the heck out of James Harden. I don't know what's going on, guys. It's getting ridiculous. I don't know why they don't use their IQ, why they don't use their mismatches. We keep fading away. Even Anthony Davis pissed me off. Some of those shots that were going in were fadeaways. I'm like, oh, my God, bro, just lean in. Use your length. Driving me crazy, guys. But I'm not ready to hang the towel just yet because, again, tonight we beat ourselves. We could have easily had this team. We were going like a 10-0 run, and then, boom, we let the Rockets get an 8-0 run right back. Ridiculous. Look, Darren Collison was at the game. We need him because when Rondo was out there on the court, he couldn't hit the side of a barnyard, and it was getting ridiculous because he continues to force up threes. We don't need – that's just the thing. See, teams are getting wide open threes from Robert Covington, James Harden, everybody who's a high-efficiency three-point shooter. We're getting three-pointers from Rajon Rondo. It's to the point where, oh, my God, man, what are we doing? At this point, what are we doing? We have to ask ourselves a question. Do we really want it? Does the team really want it? Because if so, we need to start exploiting and abusing mismatches. And what is it with LeBron and AD? They don't want to play pick and roll, man. Did we even see a single pick and roll all game long? I don't know. Is it an ego thing? Do they both feel like they can get their own? I don't like it. They need to simplify the game for each other, just like Pau Gasol and Kobe Bryant used to do that. Pick and rolls all day, man. Pick your poison. Being fed up with this whole ego thing. And I hate the fact that when AD has a smaller guy in the paint, LeBron settles for that little step back jump shot he can get at any point. Oh, it's driving me nuts. Let's get the high efficiency bucket and let's keep it moving, man. Let's feed the hot hand. Let's feed whoever has the mismatch. We got to play smart basketball. This one's on Frank Vogel. He has to make sure we exploit mismatches. We didn't get to see too much of JaVale and Dwight. They should have ate tonight. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. What are we doing wrong, Laker? They should talk to me. Turtle Tank says, why did we only play McGee and Howard for the combined 18 minutes? We literally played down to the competition. Coach has to be better. We airball threes too. I agree, brother. Absolutely. And thanks for the donation, bro. Yeah, I don't get it. We go small to match their height. Like, we should really be going bigger. We should be just – see, here's the thing. I'm an old school mentality, and I feel like we need to pound them in the paint. That way they don't have a lot of energy to run and gun on us. If we don't pound them, we keep facing up, they're going to have all the energy to rebound, run the fast break, and give credit to Mike D'Antoni, or should I say Mike Dumb Tony. His dumb strategy tonight worked because we were dumber. Like, how does that work? Like, a team literally plays you with 6'5" guards, and you decide not to post up. How many post-up plays did we see? I could probably count them with one hand. Like, seriously, man. Oh, it's driving me nuts. But it's only one game. I guess we got to chill out. Still, man, we keep losing to these teams we're not supposed to be losing to. I don't care if they added Robert Covington, who looked good today, by the way, on their team because of the system, obviously. We shouldn't lose to the Houston Rockets with James Harden and Russell Westbrook. And we let Westbrook get 40. Again, a superstar outshining both of our superstars. It's ridiculous. We can't. She said LeBron runs the offense, not Vogel. Well, Vogel needs to take the reins. I'm telling you that right now, because if he doesn't, seriously, I will say one critique about LeBron is he holds the ball too long. We got to move the ball around, man. He holds it. I hate when he just pounds the ball and just step back jump shot. That's not a high efficiency, man. You're going to pound the ball, attack the rim, force the referees to give you a call, or driving kick, do something. LeBron, that's not pound, fadeaway jumper. The only time he should be taking those shots if it's late on the shot clock and we need it, or if he's hot. If he's going off, then I have no problem. But when he's off, he's not knocking those down with regularity. We don't need a fadeaway 3-point shot. Pound the ball for the last 7 seconds. Nah, man. Somebody comes to the screen, let my man attack the rim, or let him kick it out to the third man. Something. Cheech, what's up, bro? Thanks for the donation. He said, why didn't Vogel put AD at the 5? McGee and Howard can't keep up with the guards. Shake my head. This was bad coaching job tonight. Also, Rondo got to go. I feel you on the Rondo situation, man. You guys know I'm very patient with players, but Rondo's losing me. I'm starting to lose patience because this man continues to settle for threes, and he was knocking them down early, but right now, late in the season, he's not. He's reverted back to Boston Celtic Rondo, so we can't have that. We need my man to either set up players or just sit himself on the side of the bench because his shot is not falling. He said they should have killed the Rockets with our size. Absolutely, Jameson. Thank you for a donation, bro. Absolutely. And it gets to the point where I don't understand why we're not abusing and exploiting mismatches. Like, it gets crazy. I'm going nuts, like my dog in the back over there, just going nuts, bro. Trying to figure out, what are we doing? We're not sitting on people's faces. We're not playing the pick and roll. We're not getting high efficiency buckets. And Kuz didn't play good either. Neither did Rondo. Danny Green stepped up tonight. KCP didn't. I'm getting tired of people taking turns playing good. We have to all show up collectively. And I think LeBron James and Anthony Davis have to do a better job of getting these people going early on and taking over late in the game. We're not balancing that out properly at all. He said Vogel got out coached by D'Antoni straight up. Absolutely, Fernando. I agree. And that's not going to fly, man. There's no way to win. The way we played tonight, man, sometimes we look like we're going through the motions. Rondo was getting bullied in the paint by Westbrook. So was Kuzma. It's like, yo, we got to get tough in there. Even if we foul him, they're going to call a foul anyways. Make sure you sit him on his ass, because the more he keeps getting in the paint, the more confident he grows as the game progresses, and that's why he ends up with a 41-point game. He said Darren Collison was watching. We need him badly. Absolutely. And I think that's the only silver lining of tonight is that DC saw that we would need him. I think if we would have blown this team out, DC would have been like, they don't really need me, and maybe even looked elsewhere. But the fact that we lost, I think Collison, even the fans were chanting for him. Obviously Jeannie and Kurt Rambis had a meeting with him and his agent earlier today. Pictures surfaced of that actually happening. They're out on Twitter. We need Darren Collison for 2 reasons. One, he's a way better shot maker, mid-range, and three-point shooter than the current guards we have on the roster right now. Avery Bradley played well, but he's not going to stretch the floor as consistently as Darren Collison would. And 2, he's a way better perimeter defender than most of the guards we have on. The only one that's doing his job defensively right now is Avery Bradley out in the perimeter. Everybody else, we're rotating late. We're not communicating. There's so many problems, guys. Again, every night, every team looks like the Golden State Warriors. Tonight, the Rockets, what they have, 15, 16? Let me see how many three-pointers they had. They had a couple, guys. I'm looking at the stat right now. They shot 19. They hit 19 three-pointers. Recipe for disaster. And yes, I know that Mike D'Antoni wants them to run and gun and all that. But again, in order to wear them out, we have to post them up and just bang them off of screens. Make sure they feel your body all game long. Because any hooper knows that when a smaller player tries to guard a big man, you start huffing and puffing, you start wearing down. We let them run and gun. We let them off the hook, guys. We had them up against the ropes, and we let them off the hook all night long. That's why they hit those 19 threes. Try shooting a three-pointer when your legs are tired from guarding AD or Dwight or whatever, or LeBron in the paint. Try shooting threes after your legs are gone, and you will see that a lot of them will come up short or flat. I'm a hooper, so I know. Lakers just let them off the hook, and that's not acceptable. Frank Vogel must coach better than this. He must be stricter with his team. He must tell LeBron not to pound the ball so much, move it, try to play pick and rolls with Anthony Davis and JaVale, and just post them up deep in the paint, not out there by the 3-point line. So that way they could just go to work. And now that the secondary defender has to choose whether he wants to come over and help or he wants to stay with the shooters. And tonight we let them do both. We let them rotate, get back and forth. We play too slow. Jameson, thank you, bro. He said, ticked off with the Lakers game plan. It didn't even look like we had a game plan. It almost looked like we were overconfident because we said, we got, 7-footers, they don't. Let's just go out there and dominate. And we didn't come out with a game plan. We settled, and we played really stupid. David Tran said, your thoughts on J.R. Smith working out for the Lakers in a few weeks? I think this is official now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's going to be official. My thoughts on that is I'm open-minded, man. Again, I was close-minded with Dwight before. I won't make that mistake again. If Rob Pelinka in the front office sees that, maybe this guy, he's going to play his heart out because we're going to give him a second chance, and so be it. But as of right now, I prefer Darren Collison and somebody like Jeff Green. We need some more wing perimeter length. These guards keep killing us because they get in the paint. And now you have AD and JaVale scrambling. We need some perimeter length and depth. That way we're able to just bother them with our length, man. But I will say this. It is hard to play defense nowadays. Everything is called, especially when you're playing the Rockets. Everything is ticky-tack and all this crazy stuff. But overall, man, just so disappointed. This is a game where we beat ourselves. Let's look at the numbers. I'm actually going to look at the stats tonight. I don't really like to do that, but let's look at the stats. We shot 49% from the field. We didn't even shoot 50%. They shot most of their stuff outside the paint, and they shot 50%. Think about that. That tells you we didn't really attack the paint enough. We shot 9 for 31 for three-pointers. 9 for 31. What business do we have shooting 31 three-pointers, especially on a night when we're off, when we're playing a small team? Think about that. Frank Vogel, man, you got to get your squad, show them film, and make sure you make sure they watch till their eyes bleed. Free throws, again, only 75%, 12 out of 16. I mean, we didn't lose the game at the free throw line, but just crazy. Here's what kills me, though. The effort wasn't there because total rebounds, we had 38 to their 37. We only out-rebound them by 1, and we had all that size advantage. Think about that. Assists 33 to 20, that's nice, but the turnovers are stupid. We had 15 turnovers. Ridiculous, man. They had more blocks than us. Mind-blowing. A 6'5" team had 5 blocks to our 4. Oh, my goodness. Like, the numbers tell you everything, guys, sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes the numbers just kill me because, seriously, this was a game we had. Johnny Navas said, if Westbrook was hot, why wasn't our stars guarding him? I agree. And this is what pisses me off about the competitive nature of our guys, man. We need to make sure that we're putting the size out there on him. We had Kuz, but Kuz didn't have a good defensive night or offensive night tonight. So Frank Vogel should have made that adjustment. I don't know, man. Honestly, it gets to the point where no excuses. The whole team played like crap because I don't care what Anthony Davis or anybody else got. It should have been more. And defensively, we're not rotating. We didn't lose this game offensively. Obviously, when you get to 111 points, you should win. We gave up 121. 121. He said, really, Kuzma? Shake my head. Yes, Kuzma was off. It's ridiculous. He needs to play better, obviously. But at the same time, he didn't get too many minutes in the second half. Not making any excuses, but it's hard to play consistent when you get inconsistent minutes. He needs to get 30-plus minutes on every given night. Seriously. And one thing I will say about our coaching staff, I'm going to start criticizing them a little bit more because I see them making this mistake, is that one night they'll play Quinn Cook. The next night, he won't see the floor. One night, Kuz will get 30-plus minutes. The next night, he'll get 25, 22. You're not going to get a consistent effort from players if you're not giving them consistent minutes. That's the truth. Facts, if he was on another team, he'd be averaging more, just like Marcus Morris, because they're getting consistent minutes. Morris is averaging over 33 minutes. He's not going to get the same with the Clippers. Mark my words, Marcus Morris will not be averaging 19 points per game for 2 reasons. 1, he's playing with 2 superstars, and 2, he's not getting the same minutes. But I will say this, no excuses for Kuz. He needs to play a lot better moving forward, period. No excuses. If he doesn't play better, man, if he doesn't play better, he didn't get traded this trade deadline, but hey, you don't get a lifetime pass. There's a summer. There's many other chances to move a contract. Now, again, I give credit to Rob Pelinka because we didn't give up Danny Green and Kuz for just Marcus Morris. That's not going to work. You saw what Danny Green's capable of tonight. Yes, again, he's not been consistent. Neither has the rest of the team. But that would have been too much production for another streaky player. He said, with our size tonight, the ball must go down low every time. I'm saying, why are we settling for step-back jump shot threes from Rondo and from LeBron. Why? Why are we settling for these shots? It's getting to the point where I don't know if there's any basketball IQ out there anymore. This new era of the NBA where we don't exploit mismatches. Do you guys remember the early 2000s, even the 90s basketball? If we had a little person on me, barbecue chicken alert, or set a screen to let me get a mismatch and then go to work. These are the superstars, man. They just isolate and step back and do some ridiculous low basketball IQ and percentage busting shots. And I don't understand why. The old superstars, not to sound like an old head, but whatever, the old superstars will really exploit any mismatches on the floor every single play. Do you think Allen Iverson, even a little guy like AI, if he got somebody who couldn't guard him, he's going to go to work, man. He's going to drop 60. You know, everybody would exploit mismatches, and we don't. We get lazy. We just pound the ball, wait for the shot clock to go down, and what? Settle for a step back jump shot or turn around jump shot, contested, fading away. Percentage busting, just it's not going to help the team. Like, that's not going to help the team. Even though AD dropped 30, I was disappointed with the way he dropped them. He didn't look dominant in the paint. He should have been dunking everything in the paint. I'm serious. And instead, you know, we let them just strip the ball away. We kept making errant passes, and they kept deflecting the ball and just killing our vibe. I mean, again, credit to Mike Dumb Tony's offense because it worked tonight, but it ain't going to work for other teams if they play smart. I'll say this. I'm going to use Jason Reyes' words. We played soft tonight. And we continue to play soft, and we're only going to get so far. We can't keep playing soft. But again, it's our leaders, man. It's the top two guys at the top. It's Anthony Davis and LeBron. They got to get stronger. We needed more than 18 points from LeBron tonight. Absolutely. Again, I don't know what else to say, guys. I don't know what else to say. It's not any single player's fault, but I will say this. Our leadership needs to be better, especially Anthony Davis and LeBron. I needed 40-plus from AD and 30-plus from LeBron. No excuses, man. So sometimes we had Austin Rivers. You know, my boy texted me tonight. Shout out to Ozzy. He was like, yo, we had Austin Rivers on Anthony Davis, and we don't pass him the ball. Think about that. Austin Rivers. That's Doc Rivers' son. Shouldn't even be in the NBA. Doc Rivers' son. And we don't pass Anthony Davis the ball and post him up and let him sit on his face. How you expect to win basketball games? Instead, we're settling for Rajon Rondo corner threes. Like, seriously, guys. Like, coaching staff needs to do a better job of getting on everybody's ass. I don't care if they have to yell at AD, at LeBron. They need to get in there. And I know Frank Vogel's capable because I've seen him do it before. But we need to get all up in the grill to the point where spit is touching their face. That's the type of aggression they need at this moment because no more passes. You know, rest in peace, Kobe. But we got to move past that. We can't be soft anymore. We got to get stronger. You know, we need the Mamba mentality. We can't just be all sobbing all the time now. Seriously. But all in all, guys, this is not a panic game. It's just frustrating. When are the Lakers going to turn it back on? They've completely turned it off from where we were at a couple weeks back. You know, we were playing like a championship favorite. Right now, we're just a contender. And we can't be just a contender. We got to get strong. We got to get tough. And we got to make sure that we don't let little teams that are 6'4" come in and just punk us. Why doesn't LeBron ever come up clutch? He has. He's come up clutch this season, but he does let teams off the hook, and he gets too passive. Sometimes I feel like he focuses a little too much on stats. Obviously, he almost had a triple-double tonight. Great. But we come up with the loss, which is the biggest stat of all. LeBron needs to drop 35. He does a disservice when he leaves little teams like this off the hook. Man, LeBron's a beast. He's a bully. He's a paint monster. That's what he needs to do for at least, I get it, he can't do for 48 minutes, but at least give me 24. You know, give me half of that. You know, give me 1/2 of dominance at least. Put together 2 quarters, and that'll be enough to propel us over the top. I know how dominant he can be. Again, maybe I have a theory that LeBron's saving everything for the playoffs. Maybe he's not trying to get injured. Maybe he's relaxing right now that we have the first seed. But we need more. And the role players need to step up consistently. Kuzma, Danny Green, anybody who sees the floor. Caruso did a solid job tonight. But, again, he'll show up tonight. Let's see if he shows up the next night. You know, we need everybody to show up collectively. I feel like the chemistry is not there off the bench. And that's what I miss about Lonzo. Lonzo was the type to push the pace and get guys easy buckets. Rondo is not. And I hope that that's what Darren Collison brings with his shiftiness and change his speed. I hope that he can get up the paint quickly, find his teammates, or finish in transition. I hope he's 75% of what he used to be, because this man, he can get from end to end quickly, and that's the Darren Collison we need. We need a guard that can get in the lane and just wreak havoc. Rondo's not that. Everybody knows Rondo's not looking to shoot, so they play him for the shot. They give up the wide open shot and they bait him, and that's actually doing a disservice to his team, because that's the lower percentage basket, and now he has to shoot it to try to get the defense to like play up on him. So, Collison won't hesitate. He'll knock down the three. Collison will get in between. He'll knock down the mid range, similar to Avery Bradley, but with a 3-point shot. And like I said, Collison's also a very good defender, and we need him. We need DC. Seriously, I hope that tonight he saw how much we needed him, and we signed him. And that's not all we need. We need a wing defender. We lost out on Iggy, but there's still plenty of others out there, man. I'm still hoping for Mo Harkless to get released from his squad. I'm hoping that they don't keep him, right? Dion Waiters got released, but he's not much of a defensive wing. Maybe Jeff Green. We can use his athleticism and size, somebody like that. But it's a frustrating night. And he said he probably wasn't very impressed. You're talking about Darren Collison? Honestly, I'd rather go to a team that needs me than to a team that's looking, firing on all cylinders already, because you might not get as many minutes. At least this way, Darren Collison knows we need him. Hey, man, we seriously have a hole at the scoring guard position. We need another playmaker. And plus, who's going to resist the charm of Jeannie Buss? She's the mother of all dragons. We know she's recruiting a new army, man, and hopefully we successfully recruit this cat, because that'll be – But seriously, I can't believe we lost the Rockets tonight. I'm kind of disgusted at the way we've been playing versus these type of teams, especially on nationally televised games and stuff like that. Seriously, how you guys feeling though, man? Y'all disgusted as I am? Am I overreacting? Am I just upset? I don't think I'm overreacting, but honestly, like this is kind of embarrassing. Like even the fact that they mentioned that this is the shortest team to win since like 19 something. I'm like, oh my God. What about Marvin Williams? Is he a free agent? I didn't even know he was a free agent. If he's a free agent, I like his defense for sure. Not sure exactly how much he can improve this team offensively, but defensively, yes. I would love Marvin Williams. I would truly love him. But we'll see. We're going to have some options coming up. More players are going to get bought out, I'm sure. It's only a matter of time. Lakers are going to have their pick of the litter. Question becomes now, who gets cut from the team? And then who do you add first and what sequence? I think Darren Collison, top priority, because our guards are really struggling to do anything out there consistently. That's number one. So that's what I would look at. Number two, we need a wing defender. So we need to take care of those two things. If we can take care of those two things, then I think we're going to get back to firing on all cylinders. But we need more from our stars. LeBron, AD, they need to execute down the stretch better. They need to punish teams. We let them off the hook again tonight, and I'm not happy about that. Then our guards are just not good, period. Well, I really liked the way Quinn Cook was playing before he started getting benched again. But again, we haven't got no consistency as far as minutes goes for certain players. And that's my problem so far been with the coaching staff, is that we need to find some sort of consistent rotation, which we stick to. I don't like the fact that we went small versus this team at all. That's frustrating. We shouldn't be matching up to them. We should be punishing them. So he said our guards are disappointing. Jimmy Butler. He said, I like James Johnson. That man is a monster. I definitely like him as well. I like his hustle and defense. But, oh, no, don't feel like crying. Hang in there, girl. We're still number one in the West. So hold your head up high. Still proud to be a Laker fan. Embarrassing night nonetheless, and frustrating as well. But definitely no room for tears over here. He said, thought you were sleeping tonight, bro? I am. I'm going to go to sleep right after this video. So these are my final thoughts for tonight. He said, Dwight only played 4 minutes, bro. That's what I'm saying. The inconsistency with the coaching staff and the minutes. Dwight actually was playing well, but I get it with the rotations and all that. I understand that. But seriously, like, the rotations have been a little off lately, and we got to make sure we tighten those up. He said, yeah, 9 points for AD and LeBron. No excuses for that. I presume you mean in the fourth. Yes. Ridiculous. I'm saying, guys, we have two superstars, and for some reason I feel like we haven't maximized their abilities yet. this team. We haven't maximized this team's ability. We've seen it in spurts, but we need to maximize what they can do. We need to hit our stride again. And I don't know what it's going to take for us to play more motivated and smart, but we have to turn that around quickly. And there's no more excuses for nobody. Trade deadline's over, so no excuses for Kuz. You got to play better, bro. I love you, but you got to play a lot better. 4 points ain't going to cut it, period. And see, this is a misconception about you guys have about me. Y'all think I'm a diehard Kuz fan. No, I'm a diehard Laker fan. I support our players, have a lot of patience with our players, and I believe in our players. That's the difference. A lot of people just turn on our players like this, and they want to hang them. I don't, because I've seen the long run. In the long run, it's worth keeping these players around. Thank God there was no social media around the Kobe Gasol era, because a lot of people would have went off on guys like Ariza when they didn't always play well. But see, in the long run, when you hold on to these players, it pays off. And so I'm going to say this. We're past the trade deadline, so no more excuses. Kuz got to play better. DG, he showed it tonight. He got to show it again the next time. This is the Danny Green we signed tonight. He balled out. Great. Even a little teardrop in the lane. Got to do that. Everybody else got to step up. Seriously, we got to see something good from Quinn Cook. Caruso did a good job tonight. We need to see it again the next couple of nights. It needs to continue. See the Clippers right there, though. Yeah, the Clippers are there, but we ain't scared of the Clippers because they still haven't addressed their concerns, and that's a big man in the paint. Some of y'all believe in Montrezl Harrell. I'm sorry, I don't. He's a rich man's Ronnie Turiaf. He's not going to get them to the championship. I don't care what era we're playing in. You still need some size. Look at last year. Toronto Raptors, they exploited with their size in the paint. However, the coaching staff does need to make sure that we dominate with our size. That is going to be key. Tonight showed us that. If you're a true fan, you stay positive. Absolutely. Come on, man. We're still number one team in the West. We don't have to panic like if we were, 7th or 8th. Nah, man. It's a good season. There's been some ups. There's been some downs. But steadily, it's a good season. Now, what we need to do is and when I say we, I mean the coaching staff and the Lakers. What they need to do is they need to turn this team around mentally, get them better prepared for games like tonight. Frank Vogel said something. I think Frank Vogel mentioned that he was worried about the Lakers coming out confident because they had all the size. So instead of being worried, prepare your team to exploit it, to not turn the ball over. A lot of these half-court passes, that get deflected. Now they're coming down the other way getting layups. We can't be having that. We can't be settling for fadeaway three-point shots. We can't when we're playing small teams. No, man. We got to recognize the mismatches and exploit them. Clippers are all right. Look. I'm not going to lie. They're deep, right? Obviously, they have a bunch of wings. But a bunch of wings, it's not going to win you a championship. If that was the case, then Mike D'Antoni should win the championship. He just added Robert Covington, who's a great defender. He can knock down shots to go with Russell Westbrook and James Harden. But wings don't win championships. A well-rounded collective starting lineup and a good bench wins the championship. They got a good bench. Their starting lineup, I'm not sold on it. As long as Montrezl Harrell is starting at center, I'm sorry, or even Zubac, that's not good enough for me. Regular season, maybe they'll get a win or two on us. But in the playoffs, in a 7-game series, if our coaching staff is smart and we find ways to exploit them in the paint and just destroy their weakness, it's a wrap. And I expect LeBron, trust me, I still expect LeBron to turn it up another notch when it comes to the playoffs. My theory is that he's saving himself because he looks like he took it down quite a notch. He took it down quite a bit. As far as, where he started the season, he's looking like MVP, and where he's at now, he's like just level-headed even. He's getting his numbers, but he's not trying too hard. He's not overdoing it, which in the long run could pay off. But that's just a theory from me. I hope I'm right, and I hope that, he kicks it up another gear in the playoffs like I think he will. Him and AD, both of them. Because remember, regular season's long. We still got like close to 30 games. I know that LeBron's older, so he needs to pace himself. You're right, Kevin. Absolutely. So because of that, you don't want to risk injury. You don't want LeBron diving on the floor for regular season victory, especially when we're number one right now. As far as that goes, and then, come playoff time, he's all toe up, and now he can't go. So we got to look at the biggest picture of all. Yes, LeBron's not playing his absolute best right now, but my theory, hopefully it has some legs, and hopefully he proves me right come playoff time. I think LeBron will be dropping some 40-point games come playoff time. So knock on wood, let's get it. Hopefully Lakers got to turn this around. Darren Collison, if you're watching this, bro, we need you. Come to the Lakers. We could use a shifty guard like yourself who could knock down shots and play defense. It would be heaven sent. So yes, DC, we need him. And let's see what else the Lakers can do. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me. Got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go catch some Z's. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button, especially if you guys want Darren Collison to come. Good juju, man. Good karma. Hit that like button and let's get DC and LA, man. So thank you guys again for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great night, Laker Nation. Peace out.